Hi, a peek into Eswatini family. My name is Nombusi Mtetwa and I am your host. Welcome to our 7th episode. With us today we have Sadé Kirk. She's the founder of Vanity Beauty Bar and Vanity Barbers. Just to name a few of the services that they provide, they do hair, nails, and tattoos. So if you are a fan of such, please do check them out. We also have our sign language interpreter, Samkelo, and let's head back to the studio where Jade will be conducting this beautiful interview.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of A Peek into Eswatini. Thank you so much to Nombusi for the wonderful intro. Just like she has said, we do have the lovely Miss Sadé Kirk in the building. Miss Sadé, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. So please kindly tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'd like to believe I'm a people's person. I'm very humble. I'm someone who loves helping the next person. And as you go on to hear how I explain the way I run the business, you'll hear how I incorporate that into the business itself. So yeah, I feel like I'm someone who's a go-getter. Honestly, I don't know how I make it, but I make it happen somehow. So whenever I have something in mind, I always make sure I go for it. I never stop. So that's how I am.
That's a very nice trait to have. So what is the name of your business and how did it come about?
Okay, so the first one, it started off as Vanity Beauty Bar. So that one I started in 2022. And that one, I'm someone who loves beauty. I've always wanted to go into it. So originally when I started it, I just wanted it to be about hair. So premium Vietnamese hair. So I was going to be a supplier basically, straight from Vietnam. So I started with that concept. And then as time went by, I realized I had a lot of space that I could actually utilize for other things. Instead of going to braid elsewhere, I decided, no, I actually have the space to do it. Let me just also incorporate that. So that's how I started branching out into braiding, nails, and then later on the lashes. So with the barbershop, that only started this year in January. So with that, the space that I had, I needed to like basically get a bigger space for Vanity Beauty, but like looking at the demand. So I got a bigger space, and then I realized that okay, I still have everything that I was using then because I changed the interior completely. So I still had quite a lot of things, and I got approached by two barbers that wanted to be in Vanity, but he had a lot of clientele as well. So we basically partnered, and he's now operating from there. I kept that space and everything in it. So yeah, that's how it came about.
Oh, okay. That's very, very nice. So can we go into the kind of services that you provide?
Okay, so on the beauty bar side, we do everything. So it's hair, which is braiding, your normal straightening, hair treatments, and then we have the wigs. Like I still do the Vietnam hair, so that is also on display. We also still sell them, and then we also have the nails, acrylic gel. Then we have the lashes, foot spa services, and then soon we'll be adding massaging and all of that. We also have the tattoos, and the tattoo is also in the beauty bar. Then in the barber shop, we have the cuts and the tattoos for now.
Oh, okay. That's
Yes.
very, very nice. So when you talked about the services that you provide, you kind of mentioned tattoos as one of the services. Do you have any other unique services that you provide?
Yes, we do. Okay, I'll just elaborate more on the tattoos. So we have a tattoo room in both shops. So in the beauty bar, there is one where there's the tattoo guy stationed there. So for now, while we're still looking for another tattoo artist, which there is one that I'm still trying to,
Right.
suss out. He's he's the one. So for now, he's operating at the beauty bar, but if there are any calls, he does alternate between the two. So in there, we have like the massage bed. We just made it comfortable, basically, that you feel at home when you walk in there. You're able to just be comfortable. If you have to undress, like it's a closed off room, so it's just you in that room with the tattoo artist. And then he's been tattooing for years now. I found him tattooing as well. I was referred to him by quite a lot of people, a lot of my clients. So the way I always review them, they always have trial runs, and we just make sure that what you actually show us on your page is what
Yeah.
we get in store. So yeah, that's how I do review them. And then in the barbershop, one thing that I did add just to attract more people, because besides the actual service itself, you have to have complementary services that
Right.
I fully believe in. So we have the Xbox where they can play FIFA and all
Oh.
of that while they wait for their cuts. And then in the beauty bar, what we do have is we have cocktails. So complimentary cocktails, then the clients, and then now in winter we have like coffee, hot chocolates, whatever tea, anything, any hot drinks. So we do offer those. Then we also have the snacks. We have branded snacks from Vanity, and we'll be adding the branded water, and then branded drinks as well, or soft drinks.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm still working on that
Wow.
one though.
I'm just imagining it. Now I need to check out the place. So I think my next question would be what inspired the company name?
So actually, that one is quite funny. So I knew what I wanted to do, but I'd never had a name in place. So I had a lot of names in mind. I had Pink Me Up Beauty Bar because at some point I just wanted it to be pink. And then my brother said, no, we can't come and support you. And the beauty bar is pink. Like, it's just not right. And then I had Level Up, and I actually went with that. It's on my list till today. And then I changed. So I had so many that my friends actually decided that, you know, you can't decide, we need to open. So we did a whole like raffle. We put all the names in a raffle jar, and then we just shook it and picked up Vanity. So those were one of the names that I actually liked. And then going back to beauty bar instead of the salon, a lot of places are like da 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 salon. So it's tiring always hearing the one in the same category. So I just decided beauty bar because it doesn't restrict me from having tattoos in place, doesn't
Yeah.
restrict me from having lashes or foot spas. Because foot spas, you think it's at a normal spa. So that's why I didn't want to limit myself from even having hair on display or snacks or vapes. Because what I also do is I open up shelving space for local brands to be on display. So that was another thing I didn't want to hinder as well. Because we have vapes. There's just a lot on display products, facial products, hair products, all of that. So I open up room for people to just display their stuff. My clients also, they like seeing a whole lot of different things on display. It just keeps them interested, and their traffic also then becomes mine. So yeah.
That's very, very nice. Speaking of not limiting yourself, how do you and your staff stay up to date on the latest trends?
Okay, so when it comes to social media, since I also do marketing as well, so and that's where I started before the beauty bar. So we just make sure that our content is always on point. We follow like TikTok trends. We try and do a lot of transitions because if I believe from marketing alone, if you're gonna watch a 1 minute video, you need to at least be convinced as to why. Like it should just always keep like
Yeah, true.
triggering.
So, what have been your biggest challenges so far?
I wouldn't say a challenge, but it's a good one actually. Just competition. There's so many people doing what I'm doing already.
Right.
So the only challenge that I find is just constantly being the beauty bar that everyone wants to choose. Like keeping my clients intrigued because if they can jump from the one they were at previously and come to me, they can do it again. So it's always trying to make sure my clients stay loyal to me. So making sure that my services are on the best that they can choose. Let me say that. So yeah, I think that's the only challenge I've faced, honestly speaking. Because if you look at like if you do your research with the beauty bars or the barbershops, there's a lot of them that are coming up.
Yeah.
There's a lot that are changing the interior, the aesthetic, and trying to meet the standard. So I feel like that's the only thing that is challenging, making sure that your clients are always choosing you. So for me, I think that's the only challenge I've had. And then, of course, the normal challenges with employees here and there. But I wouldn't say it's much of a challenge because of the way I deal with my employees as well.
Speaking of employees, do you have any trick or I guess advice that you'd give to someone who wants to start this business? Like how can they go about choosing the right person to work for them?
Okay, not just this business in general. I think business as a whole. What I learned from my dad is that you don't treat someone as an employee. You treat them as your own, like as your family or your friend. But there also needs to be boundaries. So, for instance, with my employees, I know if they get in trouble at 1 a.m., they know they can call me. You see, if they are late for work, it's they know they have to have a reason, of course, because we're losing money.
Right.
But at the same time, I don't believe in harsh management. I believe that the way I am as a person doesn't allow me to be harsh unless you really give me a reason to be. But that means you'd have to have pushed me very far. But the way I handle them, I treat them as friends, family to me. Let me say, family is the best way. So they know for a fact that they can talk to me. And I believe that if you treat them that way, if you treat someone the way you would want to be treated as an employee, they would always go the extra mile for you. Because, for instance, with my workers, they know that if a client now walks in at 6 when we are now packing up and going, they know that, okay, we have to take this person. And they know that I've accommodated those overtime hours because I know that not everyone just has a car. So I accommodate them to that level. I make sure that they are comfortable in their working space. There's a time when one of them actually said to me, "Yo, I actually miss being at work. Like, why did we have to take 2 days off?" So that's what I really pride myself in, that I treat them like family to a point where they actually just call me just to say hi. Like they
Wow.
just miss me when I'm not there because of marketing for like a week. They get upset, they call me and they're like, "No, but why aren't you checking on me?" So that's what
Wow.
I really love about them and the way they reciprocate that same energy. So yeah.
Yeah, that's so nice. And they sound like very incredible employees. So you mentioned your dad giving you advice. Is he also a business person? And how has he influenced you in terms of how you view business?
Okay. So from high school, my dad has always been someone that wants to see you working. Like though he has only girls, right,
Right.
and then one son, but he believes that okay, I can't be too harsh, but at the same time you need to do something. You can't just. So we've been in business for he's been in business for a really long time. And from the minute I got out of high school, I was always out and about. Well, even in high school, actually, I was always out and about doing errands for him, doing this, doing this. And he would make me understand that you need to do this. Like, I can't be pressuring my employees to do these kind of errands when you're here. So then later on, after varsity, even during my holidays in varsity, I would always be working because we had a toilet paper factory. We were manufacturing. So there I was doing the marketing for that. I was also helping with operations. So I learned from there, even the way he does things, because for him and the way I was raised, I felt like he can't always do things on his own if we are here. So that's just how then I just started going the extra mile as well, doing more, learning the business more as well, because at some point he's retiring. I have to then like do
Yeah,
the
true.
business. My sisters are all busy. They're in SA, one is this side, but she's in an accounting firm, so doesn't have the time. So for me, it was interesting to also learn all of these things. And yeah, that's what I learned from him, that you need to be hands on with your business if you really want it to succeed, and it's better with people close to you. So that's what I learned. So even my own son, I'll make sure he's following my footsteps.
So you spoke about your employees, and it really sounds like a very nice working environment to be in. But then the question now becomes, if you view them as family and friends, how do you keep them in check? Like, how do you balance the whole, yes, we're friends, but this is work?
Okay, I've been working with them for some time now. So I think there's some that have been with me since I started. Well, actually, majority. It's only the barber side where there's only one. So there were incidents where before we actually became this close, there were incidents where I was very harsh. They knew if I If they do something wrong, I'll scream at the top of my lungs. My biggest thing is if it affects work, obviously it's gonna affect the money side of things, like actually sales. So the way I would punish them, I don't give out warnings or anything. Your warning is already a deduction
Oh.
for me. So if you know that you were in late, you didn't report why on time, or you didn't give us notice on time, and now we've lost 3 clients because you're not there, which is an incident that has happened recently as well. So the way I do it, I don't talk much. They already know the action that's coming. I will deduct. And if it's the barber side, for instance, he misses 3 clients, that's 300 Rand gone. And from both him and my side. So automatically, I'm going to lose money. So it's already something that I've planted in the head that if you mess up, just know I'm not going to do much. I'm just going to deduct from you. So already we're here because of money. So
Yeah.
already that's going to discipline you. So I really don't talk much. I'm not someone who likes shouting. And yeah, but the worst incident that I've experienced where it didn't involve like coming late or something, was someone stealing. So stealing money because I was not around. So it got too comfortable where I would do this thing of, if you were having a bad month, but I'm still okay, I would allow them to actually take loans from me as well, because not every month is the same. So to help them with whatever rent, if their phone is messed up, I borrow the money, and we take it from their salary or they pay it off. So in this instance, I wasn't around. I'm unavailable. So you can't reach me. You decide to steal. So in that instance, that was the harshest kind of act I've ever done. Where yes, I did feel bad at the end, but I can't. My heart can't allow me because it's business at the end of the day. So it was to take her phone and sell it. That was the worst thing
Yeah.
that's ever happened. But from there going forward, they've now learned that you can't steal, because I will
Yeah.
find out through the books at the end of the day, or somehow it always comes out. And that was the worst that happened. And from there she learned that I can't mess up. And with me, I don't just immediately release you, like, okay, just you're fired, you're gone. Because at the same time, I believe that you didn't do it because you were just being spiteful. Like there was a reason behind it. But if you keep doing it and you're just being spiteful at that point, that's obviously now where I have to let you go. But with that incident, I didn't let her go. She stayed and she improved. And everyone there learned from that action that, okay, if you push too hard, this is what can happen. So I think they've learned basically that this is how I operate. And that's how it just stays disciplined. But one thing I do is, I open a platform. The reason why I say it's family is because I've opened a platform for them to just feel comfortable to talk to me about anything. Anything, whether it's embarrassing or it's whatever, they know they can come and talk to me about it. And I've opened the platform to say, if you need assistance, I can help you, because you are helping me. Because it's very easy, I'll be completely honest, it's very easy to rob someone in the beauty industry, mainly if you're not there. So, okay, I have cameras now, but before I didn't have cameras. So it was very easy for them to just take and not record it, that, oh, we did someone's hair today, So that's why I preferred creating that platform where they feel like, we have to help her in as much as she's helping me. So that kind of thing.
So, looking ahead, do you have any exciting plans or goals for your business?
Yes, like now, there's Vanity Beauty Bar and Vanity Barbers. So for now, how can I put it? Sorry, guys. So for now, I do have a partner that is introducing themselves into the barbershop and also the beauty bar. So we're looking at expanding it, maybe creating it as a franchise, taking it to, Baban. I got a lot of requests from my clients to come to Big Bend, and, some said Smooney. So I'm looking into those things as to how I can actually expand and be everywhere, but without losing. Because most of those clients from Big Bend, they can come here. So I'm still working on finding a way to incorporate all of this, but not lose at the same time.
Right.
And then the other option was to just put everything in one and just make it a beauty warehouse. So it'll be two separate sections. So it's a men's cave and then the ladies. So all in all, it would be a beauty warehouse though. So that is my goal. between the two, a franchise or making it a big warehouse.
And that's
So,
very, very awesome. We're wishing you the best.
thank you.
Yeah. So is there something that you feel like you would have done differently at the startup of your business?
No, no, actually,
No.
no. I don't know. I believe that everything happens for a reason. I strongly believe in that. And I believe that God doesn't put me in a situation without a reason. It's either I was put in that to, like, either it's a blessing or it's something I should learn from and then improve on it in the future. So I feel like the way everything happened, it was for the better cause actually, because I grew. Like, I never expected to grow this much. And at some point when I started, I was hunting after people to put me out there. Now you guys are calling me.
Right.
So, I mean, it is growing the right way. I don't regret. I don't think there's anything I should have done differently. So, yeah.
Right. So both of your shops sound like very cool places to be at. So where can people find you if they wanted to come?
Okay, the beauty bar is in Manzini, just below the hub at Hudson Center. And then the barbershop is at Palm Beach Center. It's a new complex by Mzimnene. So just above the Mzimnene Center, it's right there.
Right. And then social media.
Social media. So on Instagram, it's Vanity Beauty Bar. And then on Instagram as well, Vanity Barbers. So yeah. And then we also have Facebook and TikTok as well. Same names.
Right. Okay. So we have come to the end of the interview, and thank you so much for coming. And before we let you go, do you have any last words?
So I would advise anyone from a business, I would say a business person, because I'm doing a lot. Now I'm doing marketing. We've started a marketing office. It's a whole agency. We've got a lot of people in it. And that was also something I also started off in my head. So I would strongly advise that if you have any business idea, whatever you feel you want to do, there's nothing you lose from actually investing in that. Maybe you can lose 100 rand, 200 rand, 5,000, but at the end of the day, you could lose it or you could double it. So I would strongly advise anyone to just go for it. Just stop doubting, stop listening to anyone else. Just go all in. And when I started Vanity, I would have loved to hear that from someone, because I don't know how many months I kept saying, you know, I'm selling this. I can't. I just need to just give it to someone else. I can't keep up. So I did have people at that point saying, you know, I just keep going. It's such a beautiful place. You can do it. People see you. You're trending on social media. Like, go for it. So what I can say is that anyone that wants to be in business, the key, honestly, to making sure your idea succeeds is marketing and making sure you have enough capital to actually carry out all those ideas. If not, save up before you go all in if you feel like it will obstruct you in whatever way. But honestly speaking, it's just for you to have that mindset and fully believe that, you know, God will have you at the end of the month. If you need bills to be paid, just keep going and just, you know, trust that God will get you there. And that's how I've been doing it, honestly speaking. I can go from zero from the third week in the month, but month end, I have enough money to cover everything because of the way I believe that I can do it and I've been doing it. So why can't I? So I think it's just a matter of having a mindset that, you know, I can get it and I will get it. So yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much, guys. That's it for today's episode. Over to you, Nombusi.
Thank you so much, Sadé, for coming in today and for sharing with us the journey of how you started your business. So if you are interested in getting your hair, nails, lashes and tattoos done, please do check out Vanity Beauty Bar and Vanity Barbers. They are located in Manzini. If you are our first-time viewer, please do hit the subscribe button, like and comment. Also like us on our Instagram and Facebook page. This is all that we had today. This is me signing out.